Yo, yo, here we go. A molten ball. Looks like this. Looks like this. You can see it's molten within, without. There's not parts of it that can be water for umpteen kajump millions of billions of years and still be water out here and then it's molten in there. It's ridiculous. People have to learn how to think and stop believing their nonsense. It's ridiculous. History would be a wonderful thing if it were only true. If it were only true. Maybe we live in a container. Fool! We live on the outside of a spaceship, a molten spaceship. Fool! Fool. Let's conduct a Newtonesque thought experiment. If we completely filled this bowl with water, would the surface of the water be uniformly convex? Think about it. You have to have a container to hold water in it, right? You pour it on this ball, it's going to fall right off, right? Especially if it's spinning. I can't believe that I even have to explain that. Okay, here we go. Earth. If Earth is spinning 1,040 miles an hour, then rain should always look like this. This should come in sideways. Should be all kinds of different directions. Mostly it just comes from above. So what Newton thought would happen, this for some whatever fucking retard reason, really basically to make it fit. All this is to make it fit, to make lies fit. This is what would really happen. You shoot it and it would just go that way. Right? I mean, goddamn, what the fuck? They really will believe anything. Black holes. Supermassive black holes. Kajillions, billions of light years away. We know all about that. Nothing about here. Can't tell you anything about what happens right here on Earth. Can tell you anything. Anything, anytime. Billions and billions of light years away. I can tell you everything to the T. To the T. Our asteroid-bound mission, OSIRIS-REx, is set to slingshot. Alright, right there, slingshot. That's such nonsense. That's to sell their lie around Earth today. Get the details on this cuckoo gravity assist, which has been proven that it should not even exist. Okay, it appears to me that modern astronomy, like Roman Catholicism, is an attempt to revive sun-worshipping superstition. So if you notice, everything NASA names, it's this weird Egyptian sun god worship shit. Everything NASA names. I mean, and then they name their fucking telescope Lucifer, and people are so fucking goddamn dumb that they don't get it. It names its telescope Lucifer, and they're so fucking dumb they still don't get it. I know. It's hard to believe. I know. It's nuts. You can't make it up. The moment when somebody tries to tell you people live upside down on a spinning ball. It's like 500 years ago when all the Freemasons came out. This is what they did to them. They laughed at them. But persistency, consistency, taking over the media, taking over the radio, taking over the newspapers, taking over the TV, taking over everything that they control. Now they can convince you you're fucking spinning, flying on a rock. Third rock from the sun. They got you thinking you're on a rock flying through space. That's how good the whole fucking control of the information flow that you get. If they control that, they can make you do the dumbest, most craziest shit if they can get you to believe the dumbest, most craziest shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you better believe it. I make claims which you can't verify firsthand, and you believe them. That's how modern astronomy works. Don't you know? Meanwhile, adapting to the 1,000 miles an hour spin. This is what the fucking tree should look like. All trees should have adapted and looked like this. And again, Pink Floyd knew the Earth was flat. It knew it looked like an eye because of the nature of the electromagnetic field, Lotus. The nature of the Antarctic 360-degree circle all the way around, South Pole, North Pole, to the point they were calling these, what do you call these pieces of land around here that are in what looks like an eye? Islands, right? Because this looks like an eye, right? It's the nature of the magnetic field, electromagnetic field. Looks like an eye. That's why you have two eyes. North Pole, South Pole. Everything has a North Pole and a South Pole, bar none. In this world of duality, or it does not exist. Your eyes are your poles. Holes to the souls. South Pole, North Pole. Everybody's got them. Now, here's what happens. These little pieces of land are called islands. E-Y-E, like an I, and then L-A-N-D, islands. E-Y-E-L-A-N-D, these are islands. It's flat as fuck. So, if you could disprove what has never been proven, that would be great. That's how globe retards think. And then again, you got to bring them every bit of information because they don't understand self-growth. They don't understand developing themselves for the good of others. Hey, dumb fucks, work on yourselves, please, so we don't have to work on you. Thank you in advance. How do we know what our galaxy looks like? We can only see this much of it. All the stars you see at night are just part of this yellow circle. Could you accurately map the United States without leaving the area designated by the red circle? Could you map all this shit out here if you never could leave this? How would you do that? You couldn't. Doesn't even make sense. It takes more than just a few minutes of flat Earth research to overcome a lifetime of indoctrination. So, did you know that you can circumnavigate a pond or a lake? You just go around in a circle. Did you know that? Did you know that? They can go on spacewalks in a cloth suit. No problems. But a solid steel drum is crushed like a tin can under a vacuum? No one goes in a vacuum. You can't exist. Nothing can exist in a vacuum. That's why it's a vacuum. No, there can't be stardust. There can't be dust particles. There can't be gas. That defies or goes directly against the direct definition of a vacuum. So space doesn't have any of that shit if it has a vacuum. All the stars out there are not suns. They're sonoluminescence. They're lit up with sound frequencies in water, for fuck's sake. Okay, so if you don't think gravity's real, if you think gravity's real, I want you to put your neck right here and just watch where'd gravity go when this thing rings your fucking neck. Where's gravity? When your head's in there and you get fucking choked up into the sky, where's fucking gravity? You fucking dumb fucks. I don't understand how dumb these motherfuckers can be this dumb. I'm sorry. Dumb as fuck. Imagine, if you will, a world full of people that believe an unproven, invisible force can curve and hold trillions of tons of fucking water upside down on a spinning ball that's going 1,040 at the equator. Imagine that shit. Because it's fucking real. Did you know there's no scientific test proving the Earth spins? No spin, no globe. But there are multiple by very super intelligent scientists in the 1800s. Actually, 1780 in the 1770s. Yeah, go look up some George Aries, some Michelson-Morley, Michelson-Gell, Sagnak's experiment. I just understand it's been proven scientific fact that we're not moving. It's the firmament cosmic chandelier above that turns 23 hours and 56 minutes per day, and the sun 24, and the moon 24:50. It's slower. It's the hare and the tortoise. It's the hare and the tortoise, and the moon is the tortoise. Okay, where do you think you get these stories from? Again, the world is flat. Seen from a movie titled The Party 1968, An Elephant in the Room. If you say there's an elephant in the room, you mean that there's an obvious problem or difficult situation that people people do not want to address or talk about. And here's another one here. Chinese movie poster. Boom, right here. Earth is flat on this one, and it's an elephant as well. Just to copy this one and make sure, in case you missed it on this one, they put it in another movie for you and wrote it on a fucking elephant. DNA is coded information. Coded information cannot spontaneously generate itself. Therefore, evolution is impossible. Impossible. This has a designer, right? Right? And this is the Big Bang stroke of luck, right? DNA encoded information. Golden mean ratio. Fibonacci ratio, golden mean ratio. Just luck, right? Golden mean ratio disproves gravity and any type of luck and Big Bang and all that nonsense. In fact, the opposite happens. When you explode things, you destroy matter, you don't create it. Again, they teach you the reverse of truth. Stop listening to idiots. You have to stop. How does the sun produce this in one single place in the world if it illuminates the earth like this? If this is what they say, why do we get this? This is what they say. Why do we get this? There's no light here. There is no light here. This is a local light source, and it's only lighting the local area around the local light source. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is. This is the sun. These are stars. Do you see the difference? Stars are clearly not suns, and if you can zoom in on them, they're not that far away either. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's on now, ain't it? Okay, so these are lit up, and you can see the water. You can see the water. See the water here? Reflection in the water, above, in the water. Sound frequencies in the water create light. It's called sonoluminescence. And that's what these stars are. Clearly it's, these are not suns that are local. Sun is on a local circuit. It is defined to a circuit. The sun's circuit looks like a Christmas tree. Throughout the year, that's the seasons. They put it in your face every year at the winter solstice, when the sun is born again on the 25th. See, the shortest day of the year is December 21st. And for 3 days, the sun goes sideways. And then on the 25th, it goes up 1 degree, and it's born again. And from that day on out, the Capricorn, the goat, starts climbing back up the zodiac wheel, or the ecliptic path of the sun, the seasons of the sun.